Welcome back everyone to the Permutations and Probability Week on my WhatsApp and Facebook groups. Today we have turned things up a notch by giving a relatively tough question. This is a special category of question asked in GMAT and we are going to solve it in two different ways. There's not a whole lot of mistakes people make except for calculation mistakes and such, which I will mention towards the end. However, I do want to talk about this special category of questions. It is called distributing n items into r bins. Now, there are possible cases. N items that you are distributing are distinct, and also the bins you are distributing them into are distinct, which is the case in this problem. Then the other possibility is that the n items that you are considering distributing are different, however the bins are same looking. And finally, where the n items are same and also the bins you are distributing them into are same, in which case order doesn't matter in either of the cases. In the next few questions during the probability week, we will touch on the other cases. So let's think about our strategy to solve this question. So in this question, we are distributing 5 different colored marbles to 3 kids who are also distinct. However, we are not just distributing it to them, we also need to make sure that each kid gets at least one marble. So there are two things here. One, total number of ways in which you can distribute the 5 colored marbles into these 3 kids, in which cases some kids will get all of the marbles, others will not get the marbles. And there is the favorable ways in which every kid gets at least one marble. So the way you can solve this problem in terms of strategy is two ways. One is you take the favorable outcomes and you divide with total outcomes, and that will give you the probability you are looking for. And favorable in this case means one marble to each kid. The other possibility is you take the unfavorable outcomes divided by the total number to get the probability of unfavorable events and then subtract it from 1, because favorable plus unfavorable would be equal to 1 to get your probability. And we are going to solve this question by both the methods. So first, let's quickly think about what are the total weight, which is the denominator in both the cases. The way I can distribute these 5 different marbles into 3 kits. So let's say you have the first marble and you want to give it to A, B or C. You can distribute the first marble to A, B or C in 3 ways. The second marble also you can distribute between A, B and C in 3 ways. Similarly with all the 5 marbles, this gives you a total of 3 to the power of 5 ways, which is equal to 343. This was fairly easy to calculate. Before we go into solving for favorable ways and unfavorable ways, let's jot down what our favorable ways and unfavorable ways would look like. One example is 3, 1, 1, where the first child gets 3, the other 2 get 1 each. And an example of unfavorable ways is where the first child gets all the 5 and other 2 children get 0. Remember that 311 is one of the possible arrangements. There are many arrangements within this 311, such as 131, 113. All of those arrangements we will have to consider. Let's jot down the rest of the favorable and unfavorable ways. So I have written down all the favorable and unfavorable possibilities, but not all the possible arrangements between them. We will take care of the arrangements in our solution. So the first is 311. So we can choose 3 marbles out of the 5 in 5C3 ways. Then we have 2 marbles left. Out of that, we can select 1 marble and give it to the second kid. And finally, we have 1 more marble that goes to the 1 kid in 1 way. So this is the number of ways we can distribute in 311. However, there are multiple arrangements possible of that 311. So we have to multiply it by 3 factorial. However, 1 and 1 are common or similar, so we have to divide by 2 factorial based on the basic principles of counting and permutations combinations, which gives us 60. The next is 221. There is 5C2 ways of selecting 2 marbles and giving it to the first kid, multiplied by 3C2 ways of selecting the 2 marbles from the remaining 3 marbles to give it to the second kid, and the third kid would get the remaining marble. Again, there are 3 factorial possible arrangements divided by 2 factorial, since 2 is common, and we get 90 in this case, which gives us a total of 150 favorable outcomes. Quickly calculating the probability here, 150 divided by 343. This will lead to 50 divided by 81. So B is the answer. If you are interested in looking the unfavorable ways, let's continue. So first is 500. We are going to select 5 marbles out of 5 and giving it to the first kid, multiplied by, there is nothing left, so that is pretty much it, and there is only one way of assigning no marbles to each of the kids, multiplied by, again, 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial, because 500 can be rearranged in 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial ways, since 00 is common. That gives us 3 ways of doing this. Then we have 4, 1, 0. So let's pick 4 marbles out of 5 and give it to the first person, multiplied by picking 1 marble out of 1 and giving it to the second person, and then whatever is remaining, which is none, to the third person, and multiply that by 3 factorial, because these are 3 different numbers and they can be rearranged in 3 factorial ways. This gives us 30 ways. And similarly, for 3 to 0, we will have 60 ways, and the total number of unfavorable ways would be 3 plus 30 plus 60 equals 93, and probability would be 1 minus 93 divided by 343, which is same as 150 by 343. That gives us 50 by 81. The most common mistakes that people make in these kind of questions is either not following the strategy properly and making a mistake in the calculations, forgetting that the arrangements really matter. So I hope this video helped you understand this kind of problem and gave you a step-by-step method on how to solve this problem. If you like this video, please don't forget to like the video. If you have any outstanding questions, please make sure to comment. If you have a better way to solve this question, I'm always willing to hear better approaches. Please note it down in the comments. I hope this made probability and permutations combinations a little easier for you, and I will see you with the next question. Thank you. Have a good day.